yogurt in the evening. I don't know if that's a good idea, but I feel like drinking it, so we're gonna drink it. Hey everyone, it's me. Ew, that yogurt does not taste good. Hey everyone, it's me, Issaplease. I recently asked you guys what kind of videos you wanted to see from me, and someone said that they wanted to see my hair routine. I just came out of the shower. I am drying my hair with the best thing that I've ever gotten. Because we're talking about hair, I wanted to tell you guys a little story time, which I've always wanted to share online, about the time where I got the worst hair job in the world. It took me a while to vlog about this and share this because this was a blogging event that I was invited to. So if you don't know, I have been a blogger slash vlogger slash content creator, whatever you want to call us, for the past like 7 years. There was a certain year where coloring your hair and bleaching your hair was such a thing. I got a message online, and it was from a brand which we will not be mentioning, that was inviting me to a pamper session. What they had proposed was bloggers would go in, sit down, and just have a makeover. And that's basically what they were promising us. So I was like, this is a really good brand. I could never afford their services or the salon, so what the hey, let's go. What's the worst that could? Everything bad that could possibly happen actually happened that day. The problem originally was that we were basically lied to. What happened was, it was kind of an X event. It was like a cross event where it was an event for the hairstylist and it was an event for the bloggers as well. So what happened was, this brand who was selling the products kind of tapped their best or top selling salons in the Philippines so that they could come and get more training from the brand itself. And they were sent here in Cebu, where they had tapped the Cebu bloggers and influencers or whoever it was, and the models, so that we could create content. I had no idea if it was ever said at any point that these guys were not under the brand. They were basically just customers of the brand that were getting like this exclusive training whatever session that was going on. So that was, I think and I believe, the first problem of that event. Had I known that it was like that, I would not have gone, because my hair was yay short already. Any shorter, it could either be really good or really bad, and guess which one happened? I walked into the event and I couldn't understand, first and foremost, why the hairdressers who were taking care of me were both speaking Tagalog. I was like, these are not the standard hairdressers that I know are at this salon because my mom used to go to it. Third, they cannot do anything without like the permission of like the head stylist, who was supposedly from China or somewhere in Asia. He was basically, I'm the big boss dog, you do this to her hair, you do that to her hair. I'm very bad at storytelling, so I hope you can just put two and two together. So I was sitting down on the chair, and then the big boss dog comes up and says, oh, remember that thing that I did on that model earlier, you know, with the mohawk kind of hair? Let's do that on her. And I was like, oh, this is interesting. I thought I got to choose my haircut, but I was like, sure, whatever, I'm down for the ride. Let's do it. It's just hair. It grows back, which is something that I do not live by anymore, okay? It's something that I have completely thrown out the window. Hair grows back, but it takes a really long time to grow back, and it is utter hell while it is growing. So I do not believe in that theory anymore, okay? So aside from getting the instructions, Big Boss Dog was like, okay, you're gonna pull it out and then you're gonna put your scissors in like a 45-degree angle and cut it going down. I specifically remembered those two stylists doing the exact opposite of what Big Boss Dog had said, and went like this, pulled my hair out, instead of cutting like this, went like that. So my hair was just horrible. Can you just imagine this guy telling you to cut it in this direction and you just going like that, and what your hair looks like after? So my hair looked like total shit after that. It was so bad that when the guy, Big Boss Dog, was out, because he was like walking around, because there's like 12 of us at the time. So he walks around and he comes back to me and he's like, ooh, what happened over here? If you ever get plastic surgery, if you ever are getting your hair cut and you cannot see yourself, if you ever give birth to a baby and you hear a doctor or a hairstylist say, ooh, what happened here? That's never a good thing, guys. You should be worried. And he had to like go back and cut the hair, and in fact, I heard him say, I told you to cut it this way. It seems that you were cutting it in the other direction. And then the worst part wasn't just the haircut, it was the bleaching and the dyeing. Well, how do you want your hair to be? And I was like, I don't know, go big or go home. Go crazy, because I'm stupid. I was so dumb. I told them to go big or go home and do whatever the fuck they wanted. And what they did was they colored my hair green over here, blue over here, and pink over here. Worst haircut I had ever gotten in my whole life. This is what it looks like. It was horrible, and you know that it's horrible, guys, because I was the first one in the chair. I had the shortest hair. I was the last one out of that thing. The event was supposed to be 1 o'clock to 7. I left the freaking parlor at 8. You couldn't hide the disgust and pure horror that was on their face, and I couldn't say anything because I can never say anything. I'm such a fucking pushover like that. So just quiet. I'm like, oh wow. But you can see like I was about to tear up. You ever ask me personally if that product actually works? It does, because I could not wash the color out of my hair for like days. I eventually ended up like not keeping the hair, not vlogging about it, crying about it incessantly, being too embarrassed to leave the house, and just buying wigs and waiting for my hair to grow out. And I know for sure that you guys can go back a little bit and watch and try to find the video where that is. You'll probably even be able to find the brand if I don't take it down, and just kind of see like the hair journey that has been since that fateful date where they cut off my hair. So now I have better hair, to say the least. But I did have my hair done again before the wedding at Mira, so they did all these highlights, and this time I felt a lot better because these guys are legit. They're like the real thing. Those top sellers from Manila can kiss my ass because they fucked up my hair and I hate them. So you guys are asking me, or not you guys, because there's literally one person who asked me what my hair routine was, and you will be surprised, or at least underwhelmed, at how little amount of effort I put into my hair. I basically wash my hair, I put shampoo and conditioner, and then I spend the next 30 minutes of my life trying to detangle this mop. Sometimes I'll air dry it, sometimes I'll run my hands through my fingers and all that fancy stuff. But I know they say never to comb your hair when it's wet, or never to like pull it. Don't do that. You're just supposed to hold it and go like that. Isa is not a patient person, okay? So I comb my hair the way I want to. I have this comb. I have this comb. I know I'm supposed to be using this comb, but I grabbed this one. So my life is so exciting, guys. I never know which comb I'm gonna use when I wake up. Prior to the wedding, I did like a bunch of stuff for my hair, and then I got married and I just stopped caring. So just to say that I do have a hair routine, I do have this, which is something that I bought at Landers because it was on sale. I think the bottle was like 99 pesos, and Paula was like, you need this in your life, so I got it. It's Silky Moisture Whip. It moisturizes, plus it gives you silky hair for up to 48 hours. So I put some here, and then there. I'll just put it on. That's like literally the only thing that I do to my hair. I have like a bunch of shampoo and conditioner. I don't even have like a very specific one right now. I just play around with whichever one I have, and I'm just gonna go back to doing my skincare routine, and I'm gonna watch TV and spend time with Paula Bear. If you are here for a good story time, I hope you got one. If you were here for a nice hair lesson, well, sorry guys. I'm sorry, but that was it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me on all my socials. I am Issaplease. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye.